Now, this came as a surprise to pretty much everyone. Huawei announced their Mate folding phone this past weekend.
Yeah, especially just days after at the Samsung Unpacked event where Samsung unveiled their Galaxy Fold phone.
You know what this kind of feels like? You know that meme where it's like, hold my beer?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's what it kind of feels like. This phone looks promising. The main difference between the two folding phones is that one, Samsung features a dual screen setup where it has one screen on the outside, then you open it like a book and it features a larger screen. But the Huawei phone is just one large screen that folds open.
And Huawei claims that this is the world's thinnest foldable phone, coming in at 5.4 millimeters when it's not folded, and 8 millimeters when it is folded. Huawei also claims that this is the fastest 5G phone out there, with download speeds at 4.6 gigabytes per second, which is 2 times faster than the standard 5G phone.
Yeah, now what they're saying with the screen is similar to what people are doing with TVs. You know, they have super thin TVs, but then they have like a hub at the bottom that is thicker, which holds all the internal parts. So when it's unfolded, there's sort of this grip.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it, a grip, and that has the unlock button, which also goes for the fingerprint button. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 pill is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
It also has where the cameras are and the USB-C charging port.
Okay.
But the problem with that is when you have it in tablet mode, you can't lie the phone flat on the table because of that grip.
Now, I will say on every single smartphone we have these days, they have a stupid camera which protrudes, and you still have that wobble. So it's similar to that.
So this will, in a sense, lie, I wouldn't say flat, but it'll lie evenly. It's not going to wobble.
I wouldn't want to put too much pressure on it because then you might damage the hinge while it's laying down.
One downside to having this grip is that the cameras are only on the grip. And so if you have it in tablet mode, you can't take, there's no cameras on the front side. So you can't take video calls, you can't take selfies.
The screen size is something very important. On Samsung's, you have a 4.5-inch small screen, which is on the outside. And then when you unfold it, it is a 7.3-inch display. It's beautiful. It does have a sort of notch cutout at the corner of it. But what about this Huawei phone?
So folded out in tablet mode, it's 8 inches. It's not quite square. It's got a resolution of 2480 by 2200, but when folded, it is 6.6 inches on the front side and 6.38 inches on the back side.
And that's the 6.3 inches is where the camera would be, right?
Yes, that's where the grip is.
Okay.
So you have the 6.3 inches and then the grip on the side.
One of the things that I didn't really like about the Samsung is that its screen real estate is similar to that of like an iPhone or the maxed out phones these days. You're not getting that much benefit, but this Huawei phone, 8 inches is massive. And when it's folded, it's just as big as the iPhone.
Yeah, 6.6 inches.
One thing I am worried about though is the screen. Whenever you have a display that bends, you know, the weak point is that hinge. How are they gonna tackle that? The videos that we've seen of it look okay.
Yeah, they don't look too bad. They don't show them pressing really hard against the phone.
No.
The demonstrator who was actually holding the phone, he wasn't wearing gloves and he wasn't using the phone really delicately. So the phone looks pretty durable, but we're not sure if over time, especially that middle port where the hinges, like he was saying, that could be the most sensitive or the weakest part of the phone, and that could malfunction the easiest.
Now, what are the specs, Nathan? Everyone loves specs.
Yes.
How much RAM is it? How much milliamp hours is the battery? Give it to me.
So we know that this phone supports 5G. That's pretty cool. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage.
Okay, that's pretty good.
4,500 milliamp hours of battery, which is pretty good, but with the amount of screen real estate you have, you would expect it to be very high. Now, one cool thing that Huawei features is their 55-watt supercharge capability,
55 watts,
which gives the phone an 85% charge in just 30 minutes. That's fast.
Really?
Yes.
85% in 30 minutes.
Yes. Not too many people have actually been able to touch and feel and work with the foldable phones yet. So we're not sure how the phone actually feels durability-wise.
True.
But just looking at how the representatives have been using the phone, that's what we're basing our judgment off of. The phone doesn't look like it has a headphone jack. So with 5.4 millimeters of thickness, it's going to be very difficult to have something like that.
Are we still on this headphone jack craze? You can get a dongle if you really, really need that headphone jack.
But we do know that it's going to be USB-C port.
Yes, but the price.
The price is very, very expensive. So a lot of people were kind of dazed when Samsung unveiled that their foldable phone is going to be $2,000.
Once again, hold my beer.
Yeah. So Huawei unveiled their phone, and it came in at $2,600 American, $600 more than Samsung's foldable phone. That's crazy. I wouldn't even think to like my computer was less than that. So Huawei also claims that it's going to be released sometime in the summer of this year. They didn't give a specific date, but that's what they're aiming towards. We are really excited to see when the actual foldable phones come out later in 2019. Hopefully Huawei can live up to the standard that they are portraying. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to hear more rumor type videos, let us know what kind of rumors you want to see, or if there's new information about this Huawei foldable phone, also let us know in the comments down below.
And subscribe if you're new.